Hey, how are you? So glad to be back here for the third time this day. so, welcome to this Global Hack Week. My name is Alberto Camarena, and I'm your happy, merely hacking coach from Mexico, if you didn't know me. Um, but you probably see some of my streams of this day, right? I see here some comments, so I'm going to start to read them. Let me just do a little thing that I wanted to mirror my camera because I can handle to see a different size, different directions here. Okay, I'm sorry for the noise. Well, noisy motorcycle, right? So, Busaplow says, "Hey all." Sky says, "Hello," with a K in the middle. Is that supposed to be pronounced differently? I don't know. Arinab says, "Hi." And I remind you to check in. This is my message. So, Busaplow says, "Nice music." Yeah, actually, I always get like the first tracks for the beginning, but tonight I had like more time, so I start scrolling and see what other music we have available. And In the Club was one of them. So, good call there. Music. All I'm seeing is an Intel advertisement. Maybe, well, no, maybe. I'm sure you're on Twitch. So that's what happened when the stream is loading the very first time. I don't know how to avoid that. Like, even in YouTube, for example, I have YouTube Premium. So that's why I don't have ads. But in Twitch, I don't know. I don't know if there's like a Twitch Premium or any. Well, quick advice here. You're a student, I guess. I am. So I take advantage of that. And I had like the student version of YouTube Premium, and they charge you a lot less. So that's a great thing. And I hate seeing ads. So take advantage of your student status. Oh no, it was a typo. Oh, I get it. So, sorry. There is Twitch Turbo for ad free. Maybe it's worth it. I don't know. I don't use Twitch a lot, but I remember that if you had some Prime, I think they give you the Twitch Pro. But I don't know if that's the same, or they give you something about Twitch, but I can't remember what it was. I just remember a friend of mine asked me to subscribe to his channel, so I did. So that's the only thing I did on Twitch in my life. But okay, nice to have you all here. Thanks for being so participative here on the comments. I know it's pretty late for many of you. It's late for me actually. It's 10 p.m. I don't know which time zones you are, but for some other of you, this can be pretty in the morning. I mean, like very early. So thanks for being here. And I mentioned that I already give another two sessions today, right? Those two sessions are apart from this. I mean, it's okay if you didn't see them, but I recommend you to see them because we discuss very interesting things and we take more time to explain machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning, neural networks, etc. concepts that are really really cool to understand fully, like more in depth. This session, this particular one, it's going to be more practical, more like, okay, just call the API and get that thing working. But I also give an theoretical introduction to machine learning that was last Friday. So all of these streamings I'm mentioning, they are recorded, so you can check the recordings. Don't worry. Same as this. So If you are wondering, should I stay watching this late or I go to sleep? Um, Stay. But I know there are times when you don't have the time or the the space to take attention or to put attention to this. So again, don't worry. The recording is going to be there. And this session, as I was mentioning, it's going to be very practical, and it's going to be for JavaScript. We already covered MATLAB, and after this is going to be just one session, no part one and part two, but quickly we can do this. Then I still have more sessions about machine learnings. That will be tomorrow, same time as this one. An introduction to reinforcement learning, um, which I find very interesting. But what are we doing today? First of all, let me start sharing my screen. And with that, this this beautiful thing, TensorFlow. But if you put attention, this is TensorFlow JS because we're going to use it for JavaScript, and as this says, develop machine learning models in JavaScript and use machine learning directly in the browser or in Node.js, meaning in your computer. Um, it's morning for me, so let's begin. Already got a good sleep in. Nice, amazing. Eres amable. Uh, eres amable. Okay, nice. Thank you. Mm, stay hydrated. So, this TensorFlow is yes. What we can do or how this works is run existing models, the ones already like the ones from Python of the normal TensorFlow library, and we can run it in the browser or in Node. We can retrain pre-existing models with our own data, or create them from zero, not from zero, but develop new machine learning models and use them in the same way. There are so many demos. I mean, we can take a look to the demos. I like this one, webcam controller, the Hollywood, um, a performance like piano song, and we can visualize the model training. They have like community demos. These ones here, and well, they have so many other tutorials. Let's see how these tutorials work. Okay, they will get started. Nice. What else? Okay, so we checked the tutorials, we see the demos. So let's take a look to the models. That's what we're going to do today. They have image classification, object detection, well, in general, vision models, body models, they call them this way, like face detection, landmark poses, portrait depth estimation, hands pose detection. Actually, I see a great example of hand like air drawing. Like if I take my hand and I say like this gesture and I start like painting on the air. It was really cool. Maybe we can do it on our next Global Hack Week. But text, natural language question and answering, which is the one we are going to take. Text toxicity detection, universal model sentences in color. What's NLP, natural language processing? Audio, speech command recognition, for example, and in general, key and classifier K nearest neighbor tells, something like that. But I mentioned we are going to take this, the question and answer. We are going to create a page that takes the data from a PDF or a file, a text file. Let's see how robust we can do this, um, and starts answering questions based on that context. So, for example, they have a great deployed app here, the demo app, containing, okay, oh, demo, no, here, yeah, sorry, what? Mm, mm, mm. Oh, yep, here. Don't know what disappeared. Context here, it is a text box. So the text it's as placeholder, but this text it's about the biography of Nikola Tesla, right? So these things I never know what they exist for, like how you pronounce it, the Serbo-Croatian, Serbian Cyrillic. I think this is Russian. Was a Serbian American inventor, electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, and futurist who is known better for his contributions to the design of modern alternative current electric supplies. So we can ask, mm, okay, born and raised in the Austrian Empire. Okay, where does Tesla was born? And we search, and it's thinking, and with a score of 14 points, sorry, the Austrian Empire is the correct answer. With less score, but a great one, the Austrian Empire. Austria in the Austrian Empire, Austria Empire, comma, because the computer doesn't know if this comma is relevant, right? So this has a great score too. This is trained as the demo mentions, like the model. Um, well, yeah, actually, this is not a model. This is sorry, not a demo. This is a model. It's trained with mobile bird, not with bird in that, but with mobile bird, and it's the compressed version of BERT that runs 4 times faster and it's 4 times smaller, right? Then SQUID, or standard question and answer. That says it's a reading comprehension that is consisting of articles from Wikipedia and a set of question pairs of this article. This is how it was trained, I think. The model takes a passage and a question as inputs and returns the segment of the passage that mostly fits the answer of the question. It requires semi-complex pre-processing, including tokenizing and post-processing steps that are described in the BERT paper and implemented in the simple app. This model also is available for TensorFlow Lite, which is for mobile developing. Um, Actually, it has a great integration with Firebase. If you remember that, um, I don't know at this point if called it small brother or the son of GCP, uh, but yeah, in general terms, it's because these all is possessed by Google, so that's why they integrate so well. I see some comments, so let me check them. Yeah. These things are cool. Didn't know TensorFlow was offering these things. It will be a great add to my portfolio. Thanks, man. No worries. Can you send the link here? Oh, you win. Thanks for sharing it first. Thanks. Okay, nice. So I think we can continue. Hmm. So first thing first, for creating the app we are planning to do, got it's trying to have this same running, right? Just the same. Then we can start modifying it. Loading the model when using a script text packages, level Q&A, init level, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is how it works, and this is the options. There are two main ways to get this model in your JavaScript project via the script tags or npm and using a build tool like Parcel Webpack or Rollup. For simplicity, I think I am going to use the script tag, right? So let's start creating. I already had this folder for Global Hack Week AI in August 24 that it's called TensorFlow. Let's cd this to open, no, sorry, code this to open my Visual Studio Code. Mm, okay, it opened, but in another window, so that's why we didn't see this. I'm going to create a new file called index.html. I'm going to create this HTML5. Is it different from HTML? Yeah, yeah, completely. Okay, so according to this, we need to add these metas and the script, right? So metas here, nice. We have this from UTF-8, so we can delete this. Load TensorFlow from this CDN. Load the Q&A model from this other CNA, and then place the the script below, so you can also use external GS5. Okay, I prefer to use the external GS5, so let's index.js, or let's call this main. Why not? Yeah, for the logic. So first thing first, we need okay, now there is no import statement and you're not idea if it's available. Okay, we can delete this and just leave the model. Um, Let me get rid of this. Um, oh yeah, I also forgot how to do this, but import main.js file. Yeah, accept. Yeah, it's with source. Okay, perfect. So we make sure that we support this character. Uh, Load TensorFlow, load the Q&A model, place the code here. We use a .js external file. What else? So please make sure that you press to achieve this. You can, yeah, no, I already done that. API, load the model. When using a script active package, it's available as Q&A in the global namespace. You can load the model without providing the config object. This is what we are doing here. Or you can simply specify the URL. Config. Okay. I see some comments, so let's explain that. Can someone tell me what is happening? We are developing a web app that takes the context of a text, a small text, and answer questions based on that context. It's like a Q&A. I think these two comes very handy when you have a homework where they ask you like, based on the following reading, answer blah 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 1 2 3 5 5 15 questions. I don't know, something like that. So hey, I know currently you can just copy the text and pass it to ChatGPT, then uh, copy and paste your questions. But well, this tool it's great too, and also it is fully based on the text context. It is not going to add nothing more because the model doesn't know nothing more, and it's based on an existing model of TensorFlow JS, which is the tiny part of TensorFlow that runs in JavaScript. Um, and well, it's based on a smaller version of BERT, which is mobile BERT. And that's all. That's the whole idea here. I'm trying to work the script into a Next.js project, and I just realized Next.js doesn't have an indexed HTML page. Help the more help the more you know, I suppose. It doesn't well. I think Next.js doesn't have per se an index HTML. There are, I mean, Next.js changes every time I check. I used to do a lot of Next.js. Unfortunately, due to my current job, I do a lot of Angular now. So I miss Next.js, to be honest. When I have a personal project to do, that currently I have one. Actually, I'm behind schedule there, but I need to put myself to date to Next.js. The thing I want to say is that I can't remember if there is an index HTML or something, but it has to be something very similar. Like it doesn't matter if it is the name, the same name, index HTML, but at some point the whole page has to live in an HTML or an AJSX file, right? So there, identify that, and you can paste the meta scripts for importing that. I think that can be the app.jsx, the main.jsx, or something like that. But if you keep having trouble with that, then you can try using the package. I mean, I'm avoiding to use the package because you have to configure the how to say the tool like parcel, webpack, rollup, etc. But Next.js probably have that pre-configured. So if you do a template of Next, probably Webpack it's already pre-configured there, so you won't have problems. Okay, returning here, arguments of this configuration of the model, structured followed attributes, an optional string that specifies the custom URL of the model, This is useful for areas or countries when they don't have access to the model host on GCP. Oh, okay, nice. We don't need this. Fine, yeah, we don't need this. Custom model equals again await Q&A load config. So it's the same model Q&A dot load. It's it's based here. Q&A custom. Okay, we have the model. Find model find answers. So this is the sorry, the name is callback function. Yeah, the callback function. Once this is loaded, then model find answer question and then once the answer is done, console log answer question. Okay, nice. Uh-huh. Yeah, it is. You can find the answer for a given question and an associated passage with the model without needing to create a tensor. Model that find answers takes two inputs, the question and passage, and returns an array of answers ranked by their scores. So the question and passage, it's the two things this has. But here question and passage are not defined. Okay, this method exists on the model that it's load from Q&A load. Okay, return a promise of array and answer that looks the following text, start index and the score. In text of the string, it represents the body, and the score is a number, indicates the confidence level. Uh, okay, here's an example run of the Q&A. The passage, it's Google, it's an American multinational company. Who is the CEO of Google? Okay, the text it's wider than that. Then the answers are stored on the model, find answers. Okay, Sundar Pichai. Okay, so let's see if this runs how it's supposed to. So let's take a look at this. Copy, paste it. Mm, okay. So I just needed the passage and the question. This is already happening, and the answer is already here. So no need to do this. Nice. Let's open the index again. Let's put something in the body. Hey, I'm using the Q&A model in the browser. And I have this extension for Visual Studio, which is Live Share, that helps me run the server with just a click. Um, sorry, not server, that was wrong. That helps me run this web page with just a click. Um, I'm going to make this bigger for you to have a better view. If you needed me to make this bigger, just let me know on the comments, please. Sorry for don't make it before, but here are the page. Nice. So, live share. Okay, no. Sorry, this was not the. No, the live share it's another thing for collaboration sessions. I was talking about this live server. That's why I confused the words. Sorry, live server. Despite it is not for a server, in this case we're running web page. Uh, help us to make this. So the live server is on this port. The page looks good. So let's inspect the console, removing port like this connector. Okay, nice. And we have the answers. Sunday Pichai. Nice. Amazing. So this works just fine this far. So let's see how bad can we do this, right? I mean, in good sense. First, we need to style this a lot. So let's ask Copilot make a nice UI web interface that takes a huge text and that that has two inputs, one with what for huge text and the other for normal text. Some bit submit button and a p mm, space for the results. Okay, let's accept this div label context huge area text area rows calls labeled question input. I did normal text. Let's change these ones. Question. We can delete this all stuff we don't need it. ID. This will be context rows columns. Type text. The ID is question. The ID results result. In this case, I just want to show the best fit. The ID submit button. Okay, nice. So let's see how this looks. Cool. Now let's create style dot css make styles for Nice. So only need to import. Oh, um, okay. This is the bad thing about never learning this stuff. Oh, fuck, I can't remember. Link rel. Yeah. Sorry. And this probably I put it before the scripts. Okay. Nice. I can work with that. Um, I'm going to choose another font. Link tag. Thanks. Sorry. Um, six area input. I just need. Oh, okay. Maybe it's no. Okay, this is wrong. The These ones not padding but border or margin. Keep the font in the body. Oh, wait, but where did all the code for the styles came from? Yeah, exactly like Bruce Paul says, it came from Copilot. So don't worry. This is just for the page to look better while we work on it. We can style it later if you want, like more putting attention to what's happening here. But yeah, the Copilot and all LLMs comes great when you don't want to see a blank text here and just the ugly base HTML styles. Um, I think it's when you wrote it. No, yeah, but Copilot did. Keep the font in the body of CSS. Font weight, bold. What do you mean? I don't get it. Oh no, it's just fine. I think I missed something. It is great science server. Yeah, exactly. So we already have this context question and the this for submitting, right? So in our main function, let's um, let I don't like this callbox, so let's do it how it was being done with the const model weight. So um, here we can make this before. So const model weight. Um, then when the model is loaded, the const questions come in handy. So here, so I'm going to change this to let and this let and let answer, it will be await the model to fit to find answers to the question and passage that we defined, and then we console log these answers, right? So let's debug this to see if it's still working fine. Oh yeah, I think it's only valid, blah blah blah. Um, what I needed to do is okay. Well, wait, then, but this is load and find answer. Uh, okay, const model await dot then mm, 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 async. Okay, let me check before I explain. Okay, nice. So this works now. Um, the thing is, I didn't like um, to use callbacks. Remember, in JavaScript, we use asynchronous coding, which means we don't know where we have to respond. And JavaScript is a single thread language. So what happens is that on the thread of execution, at some points we cannot wait. Blink, blink. Um, we had we had this callbacks. Then that what happened it is that we say, okay, when this is done, then execute this function. So we pass like reference to another things to do. But then we face some things called callback hell in the synchronous coding. Then they created like these promises. Then for promises, not the same, but some other problems came, and this is something like what was happening here. I have a then function that says when the promise is fulfilled, call this function that still being a callback function, um, and execute the code. I think a better way for doing this it's with this a self-invoke function. Why a self-invoked function? Because I needed to add the async um, that contains the load of the model. Then we now await for that. We wait. The beautiful JavaScript incorporate these syntactic sugar sentence. So we now can await for the model to be loaded. And actually, we can console model loaded. Then we define the passage, the question, answers, and the answer here. So that's it. I can delete the rest of this. So let me see. Hellos, and hellos, hellos, and hellos. How funny. I think we should put it inside an async arrow function and then call it using await. Oh yeah, also works. Okay, don't worry. Thanks for helping me there. It's amazing to have another person coding with you. Per programming. Yeah, what I want to do now, it's not to pass these uh, passage and this question just like that, but to get it from the index, right? So let's add them as placeholder, like in how to say it, like in default, the text area, it's called the context, right? So document dot get element byte id, it's going to be the loader display block. Oh, okay, this is great. I'm doing some modifications here. Um, no console log will be needed if once the model is loaded, we say document elevated while display none. Okay, nice. Um, but then now I need a loader, so the loader accept source, no, discard the loader from internet. Well, this helps. Mm, mm, mm. And then I just need to add styles for the loader. Nice. Okay, once this is done, then another part of the code that will be document dot get element byte id submit and event listener function. Wow, Copilot, it's running wild today. Let's see what this is. Document get element by ID submit and event listener on click, and async function will be called. That gets the passage document element by ID value and the question values. Then the document get element by ID loader style will be displayed. Then the model const model await QL load. This won't be necessary, but thanks, Copilot. Thanks a lot. Answer, yeah, this is the one we want. Await model, find answers. So once this done, the loader can be displayed to none, and the answer, in this case, um, it has the ID correctly. Result. result will be answers. But at this moment, no. At this moment, I just want the answer console.log answers. And then I need to close this and this. Cool, very cool. But this um, submit function. But first, I wanted to set like these document get element by ID, but not for the loader, but for the context. And so then I can check this here. Mm-mm-mm. For child nodes, let me remember fields, element chain, get attributes, um, inner text. This will be equal to the the, the text of the origin, right? Nice. And we can get rid of this and document dot get element by ID question inner text who is the CEO of Google. Nice, nice. And we can get rid of this too of the answer. So the problem here is that the model it's um, still needs to load. So we need to change the scope const model just declaration. And that should be enough. Get element by ID, it's null. Mm-mm-mm. Alberto knows JavaScript. Hey, thanks. Um, More than that, Alberto knows how to use VS Code and Copilot as Pro. Yeah, thank you. I mean, I always mention that these tools are multipliers, so you need to understand what you're doing. And it's not bad to sometimes Google things. Actually, before the boom of AI, I was Googling a lot of stuff all the time. The great thing here is that I don't need to interrupt my flow now to Google things anymore. So um, Copilot has many of the answers, but Copilot doesn't have the idea of what you're trying to do. So you have to focus on this, and you need to know a lot of stuff. And again, it's a multiplier. So if you apport zero, you get zero. So the bigger you can apport to this, the the more that Copilots multiply for you. His favorite language is Python, though. No, I don't think so. But we are on that. Like Python, it's cool too. Let me check because I had this error. Maybe let me check the code. Document get element by ID or argue loader. There is an ID with loader. Nice. Yeah, there is an ID with context, isn't it? Yep. There is an ID with question. Nice. And there's an ID with, in this case, result, but we are not using it. So, oh, yeah, the submit. The submit button it's supposed to be. Yep, nice. Document. Okay, we have another main yes. Two. Um, hmm. Okay. Before I continue, I need to make a really, really quick pause. I'm going to grab some more water. I leave you with the code if you want to check it and tell me where the error is. But that won't be too much time. Let's give a 2 minute break, right? Be back. Hey, so I'm back. Did you figure where the error is? Hmm. I'm thinking that we're trying to access the loader before um, it's render. So maybe the script, this should not be here, but here after the body. Yep, it was it. But the question still is failing. Maybe I'm not calling this correctly. Question input the main element by ID question dot inner text, or it is no. Another option I had in mind is that it was displayed, but with color white, so we cannot see it. But no, actually, this is not happening. Let's inspect this to see what could be. The input has an ID question. These supposed to be a reference like this document get element by ID. The question I can console the log. Oh, sorry, my door. Document. I can console log this question, not the value, just the question. Console tell me the input. Doesn't these have the inner text? Mm, style, type text, placeholder. Scroll value. Maybe the value. Okay, nice. Um, Together. I'm going to make these with more rows. Double of this. Yeah, nice. Uh, no, doesn't look aesthetic anymore. So nice, 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 nice. So let's check on the main. Sorry, on this function, what happens to the passage, to the question, the document answer. Actually, I want to take a look to what this passage is and what this question is. Um, let's add context question answer. Okay, that's a bit. This is the context, this is the question. On account in promise the model is undefined. Okay. Okay. Why now the model is undefined? Let me try to do something else. That it's Q&A dot load on then. Just after the model is done, and yeah, I can handle this callback function. Await model load. Okay, now like this, removing on properties. Model it's undefined. Okay, okay. Hmm. Thing happening here. It's the model um, gets too much time to load, and actually the loader it's not working. So um, maybe deep loader body deep script this loader display block should have many other. Oh, I see. This is an ID, not a class. Oh. Gronk, Gronk Pilot. Okay, that's it. So now this should work. Okay, perfect. When I give this, okay, cool. Um, I just want to do another thing that is for this display block. I mean, this is pure vanity. I know it, but let's change the loader. Um, Instead of display block, let's change this to display to position absolute top 50 viewport height left 50 viewport width background um gray. Oh, this is just the dip. Oh, I need a full background. Hmm, maybe make the border bigger, 12 pixels times 12 pixels. Yeah, that could be it. Mm, boy, but I want the rest to have a blurry effect. But for that, I will have to apply a mask maybe, and that's too much trouble. Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's do it. Okay, selector body style background color. Of 0 to 5. Let's see. Get query selector. Yeah, it's on the sorry query selector without the get. Yeah, that was not what I was thinking. Not the background, but okay. Another thing we can do, it's mm, yeah. Let's just ask Pilot. I don't want to waste more time in this. Apply blurry background when loader it's active. Yeah, the filter blur. Okay, nice. So then, in main, instead of this style, um, query selector body, class list add loading. No, it's not loading. It's yeah. Let's call it loading. Class list remove loading. Nice. Section. In this section, we'll change that effect. Okay, yeah, needed just this. Um, well, we have it now. However, with time, okay, we are good with time. This needs to be load, and okay, while the model it's loading, it doesn't allow us to do anything. Perfect. Now that it's done, we can have the context, the question, and when submit it, we have the answers. Now, answers is an array, so we want just the first object, and we want the text of that object with the score, right? So the inner HTML will say it's the answer um, result. Let result will be equal to answers pseudo text concatenated with answers zero dot what was what was it again? So I can't remember what the property was. Um, I haven't seen any comments of you. Is everything okay? Like you're following this? um, everything good? Score. Yes. Okay. Thank you. um, so the score will be this and this result, and the inner it's going to be the result. Yeah, amazing. So we can continue. Context what the question is. We now submit it, and the result. Oh, I need to delete all of this. So forgot to add space. Maybe vice versa, like score, then text. Sorry, text then score. Hmm, with score like this. Um, but this is a number, so to fix two numbers only. So remember, let's do a little recap because I think I haven't talked in too much time, and I don't want this to be not that like noisy. I don't know how to say it. The point is, I need to speak a little. What's happening here? Okay, the HTML document has a text area for the context we want the questions to be from, the question we want to resolve, and there's a bin button containing an ID. Sorry, and there's some bin button, some bit button, and a line for the result. In this case, we're going to just show one result, the best fit for the question. And in this same file, we're loading some scripts, the TensorFlow library, the load Q&A model. In this case, these both are loaded from a CDN. You can do these two, or you can download the whole package. That's up to you. Like you will have the package JSON file here, npm install or yarn if you prefer. Well, for me, I think it was simpler to use these CDNs, which is working fine. Then I place my script here. Why I place this before the sorry, after the body instead of how it was before on the head? Well, the whole idea here it's we wait until the full index it's loaded, and then we import the file. That's why, well, the reason of that it's because we are loading or we want to get some information from the document. And when we tried to access this at the very beginning, we were facing the issue that the DOM wasn't fully loaded. So in this scenario, we wait until that it's load, and we are sure of that. We get the element loader with the ID. Then we use a query selector. In this case, we can also do get element by ID, but I didn't add an ID for this section. And we add a class list that applies a filter. So while the model is loaded, we cannot do anything on the page. Once the model is loaded on the page, we remove the loader and we remove the filter for this. This loading class means this is going to be applying a filter. Um, then we set the inner text and the value for the context and the question. This is optional. I mean, we can write this. fully. Like we can come here, delete all these, and well, type another question that it's completely valid. Then we add a listener for this submit function. This listener, I decided to create the function here, but actually we can just say which function will be and type it outside the whole callback function. This is nested, but I mean it's small code, so it works fine. The listener will be clicked, so once the click button is submitted, that will retrieve the information from the context and the questions elements of the document. You may be thinking why you add it first and then uh, get it from the tags, right? Well, the thing is, again, this is just to have not a blank question or not a blank context, but actually we can come here, take all of these, delete it, copy and paste another fragment of text from Wikipedia or I don't know, or homework as we were talking, and ask a question that it's different from this. So that's why, or the intention of this, and that's why we need to retrieve that information again from the document. Then we display the loader again while we process this data. This part is really fast. That's why I don't even add the loading class to the section. Then the answers, it's based on the model fit answers function, and that's it. We pass the question, the passage, or the context. We receive the answers in just a couple of seconds, milliseconds actually. Then we display none the loader, meaning we can see the output. Uh, this is for me, but actually we can delete this console log of the answers and both of these, and we set the result to have an inner text of the text concatenated with some other strings, which is the scored and the fixed, because there were a lot of numbers there, but the fixer is score here. So let's watch this. So Sundari Piachi, it's with the score of an accuracy of 18 points. Nice, isn't it? So let's do some modifications. I'm going to delete the answer, the question, and everything. I don't want this documents, some big function. Hmm, hmm. I was mentioning that we can create a function called get prediction, and this get prediction is going to be an async function, same as this, containing all this information. So this will be this. Nice, isn't it? And this being said, that just needs to be the get prediction if this is simpler for you, it's okay. That it is just another way how we can write JavaScript. Waiting until the model is load. Handing promise model is not defined. Okay, the thing here is we need to pass the model. So, ho ho ho. Maybe if you use the package, it wouldn't take that much time to load. Handle event, it's not callable. Okay. There are some modifications that need to be done there, but that's not the main focus here. Should not be. Okay. How many time we have? Not that much, but I think what could we add for this to be extra beautiful? Um, Let me see. Okay. Accept nine file. Nice. So okay, okay. Mm, there are, okay. No, 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 no. I get what I need to do. How it was called file. This function. Okay. Function being set. Let file being these files new file reader The onload, it's an annexing function. Dispatch it's the reader result. The question document get element by ID question that value question documented okay, but now reader that result I need to console that black that passage and test dot txt. Here we are going to what you want to learn, like um, how to display. No, what should be great? A great text. SpongeBob song lyrics. Nice. So let's return to the document. Wait until this is downloading. I got inspired because of this. Mm, nice. So let's open this. Um, I'm going to open that file I created, the text.txt. It's done. Nice. Okay, nice. Um, so file, just the first file, this file reader, on load, mean once it's downloading. Um, this is block, async function, result, the passage. But now, um, inner text, I'm going to change this for this. The question should be this. The answer should be a question, a passage. The loader should be done. And well, that should be it. Except that no. I just want to make deal until this point, not the question. For that, I can hit this a bit. Mm, I forgot to. Okay, no worries. Um, who lives in? No, where is the pineapple under the sea? Amazing. So we give text to this. as a file. We read that file, we ask some questions here, and the model knows perfectly how to respond. And now, the easy question: who lives in a pineapple? Oh, answer it's undefined. We have to add a restriction for that. So once this is done, let's say loader display num here, and if answer.length equals 0, else another great idea. With PDFs, it's a little bit complicated than that because we cannot read it fully. Like, it's more, I won't say that it's more like an image than a text file, but it's complicated. Um, who lives in a pineapple? And why there's no answer for this? Maybe we need to change some. Okay. Okay, with these modifications, hope the results it's better. Nice. Who lives under the sea? What? Who lives in a pineapple? What? Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? No answer. Yeah, really. Mm, who is yellow and porous? Okay, SpongeBob SquarePants. Great, great. Um, well, being that funny, we could make some great changes here. I'm thinking of adding some styles for this text, an option to delete this, for example, because if I want to delete the file, I'll need to refresh. Um, Yeah, a lot of things to do. We could add like a list. Like you don't like this answer, I have these other four more. Like change the select the one that fits better for you. Um, Another improvements with the styles, the functionality of testing the PDF, for example. Um, what else? Well, the PDF one I think could be great because then we need to create a PDF reader, and we could do it with machine learning. That will be very interesting. I mean, there's computer vision part for that. I hope we have soon a computer vision. Um, how to say it, computer vision global hack week, but I don't know if that will be in short term. So let me upload these to GitHub if you want to check out the code, and that will be it for the session. While I upload this to GitHub, if there's any question you want to tell me, please feel free, and I'll be very happy to try to answer that. This will be called Global Hack Week AI Q and A predict. No, just Q&A model. Okay, nice. So here's the code, and I see no questions. So I think we are ready to go. Thanks a lot for joining me. I hope you liked this session. As you saw, we didn't focus on much theoretical aspects of what was happening here, or what BERT is as a model, or how this works internally. But we focus on how to apply this to a really, really cool web app. And again, I hope you like the session. There's the code. Here's the GitHub link for what we built. And well, again, I invite you to join me for tomorrow's session on a more theoretical, but yeah, also practical introduction to what reinforcement learning is. Um, that being said, that's all for the session. Thank you a lot, and see you. Bye bye.